YouTube.
Yo, that's crazy work.
Let this thing ring. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bag TV. Man, if you don't get your goof ass in here and hit the bag. All right, man, listen, I ain't gonna front, bro. I kind of want to crash out on Jerron Ennis. I kind of want to crash out on Boost. Real rap. And I think this video is gonna be further proof that I switch up on your ass, right? Because I don't have like one specific or particular favorite fighter. Like, I'm fans of fighters, you know. You can be like one of my favorites, but there's nobody that I'm just gonna swing from your balls.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? Maybe there's a little bias, of course. I ain't gonna say a little. There's a lot of bias towards Keyshawn Davis, but that's like if somebody comes from your hometown, right? Keyshawn's from my hometown, so I'm gonna feel a certain kind of way. There's emotions involved there, right? But in instances, even with Keyshawn, I'm gonna call certain things down the middle. If he gets dog walked in a fight, I'm gonna tell you he got dog walked in the fight, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And when it comes to Boots, man, I was on the train. I was on the wagon. You know what I mean? I wanted to see him fight Spence. I wanted to see him fight Bud. I was telling people I felt like he is the best welterweight in the division at a point. But I also like to take cats at face value. If you put your foot in your mouth, that's going to rub somebody like me the wrong way because I'm listening. I'm paying attention. And again, I'm taking what you say for face value. If you don't mean that shit, don't say that shit.
Big facts.
And if you guys can recall, Boots had this to say in the middle of the damn ring. And if you ever want to be on point in the sport of boxing and mean what you say, most definitely don't do it in the middle of the ring after a fight. Because when you say it in the ring, it actually means something.
Anybody at 154, anybody with a name. You know, like I said, I want to fight the top guys, the best guys. You know, I want to be great. You know, I want to be, all-time great.
Stop the cap.
I was feeling that. Then that nigga said this.
I never had agreed to fight Virgil Ortiz on February 22nd, you know. And when Eddie called on the deadline, I was undecided whether I was going to stay at 47 or move to 54.
Hey, bro, come
Say
on now,
what?
dog.
Hold on.
Anybody at 154, anybody with a name. You know, like I said, I want to fight the top guys, the best guys. You know, I want to be great. You know, I want to be, all-time great.
I want anybody at 54, anybody with a name. I want the top guys to this.
I never had agreed to fight Virgil Ortiz on February 22nd, you know. And when Eddie called on the deadline, I was undecided whether I was going to stay at 47 or move to 54.
Nah, nigga, you just said you want all of the top. Anybody at 54, all of the top guys at 54, nigga. I know what I heard because you said it. And you said it in the middle of the damn ring where it means something.
Bruh.
So, to backpedal and to tell us about these hoop dreams about unifying and taking a belt at 47, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I ain't gonna front. I'm keeping it a beam. Real rap. Are we still interested in this man that's standing on this fight? Yeah. It's a unification at 47. But I was saying, you know, a lot like Virgil Ortiz, understanding the landscape and the fact that he couldn't do nothing at 47. I know that had a lot to do with it, but I think he would have went to 54 regardless, even if he was in good health. You know, it's just more moving parts up there right now. It's a stacked division. I think it's bigger paydays up there. It's bigger competition. But to tell us one thing and then do something completely different, you know, your reputation is going to take a black eye. Trust and believe I've seen all of the Boots backlash he's been getting for sure. But in this video, I wanted to tell you guys, shout out The Ring. They just announced that the deal with Amanda Stanionis is being finalized. So more than likely, they look like they got a date, April the 12th. Boots should be in unification with Amanda Stanionis. And listen, it's a big fight for Boots. What kind of attention it's going to garner, I'm not so sure. Especially with the reputation, the hit his reputation has taken when you completely backpedal in the manner that you did. Listen, it just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I'm not the only one that feels this way, right? And not to say I don't like Boots anymore. You know what I'm saying? I still think he's a great talent, and we're gonna see. You know what I mean? What he does after the Amanda Stanionis unification, because he says he just wants to have that feeling of taking the belt away from somebody. So maybe once that's satisfied, he'd be more inclined to do other things. And of course, looks like Turkey wants a little tournament between him, T.O., Ryan, and Devin. Those are pretty big fights for Boots to kind of mix it up in that generation, right? As far as the Earl Spencers and the Bud Crawford, that generation, I believe, has moved on. He's closer in age with these guys, so maybe that's the best place for him to mix it up and make his name, and then go to 54. Right? So no shade to Boots, but bro, moving forward, say what you mean and mean what you say, because you might rub niggas the wrong way. All right, man, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Big T.O. Heavy Bag. I am out of here. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.